I'm starting not to like America. America made me pay taxes. The vice president talking shit about me on Twitter. Like, I don't know. I don't feel appreciated on America. Y'all need to convince me to come back. I don't know if I want to go back. Convince me now. Beg me to come back. Beg me to come back to America. I don't think I might go back. I don't know. I'm not feeling America right now. Y'all gotta beg me to come back. Should I go back? I don't know. I mean, why would I? Look at this country. Look how they treat me. They're about to give me a new name and everything. I just need to get my license over here. Should I come back? I don't know. It's ghetto over there. That is not my life anymore. I'm a new woman over here.
The internet erupted after Cardi B allegedly joked, then half-seriously vented, about not wanting to come back to America, and the clip spread faster than anyone expected. It reportedly started during a candid moment where Cardi sounded equal parts exhausted and amused, talking about taxes, pressure, and the nonstop demands of fame. Fans believe what was meant to be humor quickly turned into a deeper confession, especially when she referenced how they force you to pay tax and how fame in America feels like a constant tug-of-war rather than a celebration. As the clip circulated, people began pulling specific lines out of context, stitching them together into headlines that made it sound like Cardi was ready to pack up for good. According to reported reactions, she allegedly mentioned Saudi Arabia offering her a new name, a fresh identity, and a level of respect that felt different from what she experiences back home. Some fans took that literally. Others believe it was symbolic, a way of expressing how overwhelmed she feels being pulled in 1,000 directions at once. What made the moment explode even more was Cardi allegedly saying she can't be everywhere at once, a statement that hit home for fans who've watched her juggle music, motherhood, business, and nonstop appearances. She reportedly joked about needing a copy of herself just to keep up with shows, events, and expectations in America. That line alone became a meme, with fans laughing but also admitting it sounded like burnout hiding behind humor. Social media quickly split into camps. One side defended her, saying successful artists are allowed to feel tired of systems that drain them financially and emotionally. Another group accused her of being ungrateful, arguing that America made her career possible. Fans believe this divide reflects a bigger conversation about how celebrities are celebrated and criticized in the same breath, especially women who speak too honestly. Things escalated when Cardi allegedly brought up politics, claiming the vice president of America was talking trash about her on Twitter. That single statement sent blogs scrambling, even though no confirmed posts were immediately cited. Some fans believe she was exaggerating out of frustration, while others are convinced there were indirect comments or subtweets that hit close enough to feel personal. Either way, the mention of a high-ranking official shifted the conversation from celebrity rant to national debate. Behind the scenes, reported insiders say Cardi has been under intense pressure to commit to appearances, tours, and public obligations, while also prioritizing her family. Fans point out that she recently welcomed another child and has been vocal about protecting her peace. This context made her comments feel less like rebellion and more like a warning sign that the pace is becoming unsustainable. Meanwhile, international fans chimed in, especially those from the Middle East, saying Cardi's comments about Saudi Arabia felt respectful rather than dismissive. Some claimed artists are often treated with extreme hospitality abroad, while others cautioned against romanticizing any country without acknowledging its own complexities. Still, fans believe Cardi was speaking from personal experience rather than making a political statement. As the hours passed, the narrative kept shifting. Some headlines framed it as Cardi quitting America, while others labeled it a joke gone wrong. Supporters reminded critics that Cardi has always been blunt and theatrical, often using exaggeration to make a point. Detractors argued that words carry weight when you're that famous, especially when politics and international stages get involved. What really fueled the tension was Cardi allegedly adding that she might not return to perform until 2026. That line sparked panic among fans who immediately wondered if tours would be canceled or delayed. Others believe she was simply setting boundaries, hinting at a break rather than a disappearance. Either way, the uncertainty left everyone guessing about her next move. By the end of the day, Cardi hadn't fully clarified her comments, letting speculation grow unchecked. Fans were left debating whether this was just another viral Cardi moment or the beginning of a major shift in her career and public presence. And just as the conversation seemed to peak, one unanswered question hung in the air. Was Cardi B venting, or was she quietly warning everyone that something big is about to change? The second wave of reactions hit harder once fans realized Cardi wasn't walking anything back. Instead, reported clips showed her doubling down on the idea that she stretched too thin, emotionally and physically. Fans believe this wasn't about abandoning America at all, but about reclaiming control in an industry that never stops pulling. The tone, according to viewers, shifted from playful to pointed, especially when she emphasized how fame doesn't come with an off switch, no matter how successful you become. Industry watchers began weighing in, noting that Cardi has been consistently booked across continents, brands, and platforms. Reported insiders claim her schedule has been packed months in advance, leaving little room for rest. Fans connected the dots, saying the "copy of me" comment sounded less like a joke and more like a cry for balance. The pressure, they believe, has been quietly building for a long time. The tax comment continued to spark debate, with some fans arguing she was voicing a frustration many wealthy artists feel but rarely say out loud. Others pushed back, reminding critics that taxes are part of the system that supports the country she built her career in. Cardi didn't directly clarify, which only intensified speculation. Fans believe her silence was intentional, letting people project their own interpretations onto her words. Then came the Saudi Arabia angle, which took on a life of its own. Clips circulated of Cardi praising the culture, the respect she allegedly felt, and the hospitality. Supporters said it showed growth and global appreciation, while skeptics accused her of comparing countries in a way that could backfire. Still, fans believe Cardi was speaking from personal experience rather than making a political statement. The mention of being given a new name in Saudi Arabia especially caught attention. Some interpreted it metaphorically, suggesting she meant a fresh chapter or a different kind of freedom. Others took it literally and ran with wild theories. Reported insiders close to her camp insist it was symbolic, not a plan, but by then the internet had already decided the narrative was bigger than clarification. As blogs continued posting think pieces, Cardi allegedly reacted with frustration, liking comments that defended her honesty. Fans noticed she gravitated toward messages about burnout, motherhood, and mental health rather than political takes. That detail made many believe her core message was being misunderstood on purpose for clicks. The rumored 2026 return date became the most alarming part of the conversation. Concert promoters, fans, and commentators all questioned whether this meant a hiatus. Some fans believe Cardi is preparing for a strategic pause, similar to other artists who stepped back before reinventing themselves. Others fear it signals deeper dissatisfaction with the industry itself. Behind the scenes, speculation grew about how this might affect her deals, tours, and public image. Reported insiders say nothing has been officially canceled, but discussions about scaling back are allegedly happening. Fans pointed out that Cardi has earned the right to slow down, especially after years of nonstop output and scrutiny. The political mention refused to fade. Even without confirmed tweets, the idea that a vice president-level figure could be part of the conversation made it feel bigger than celebrity drama. Fans debated whether Cardi crossed a line or whether she was simply reacting to perceived criticism. Either way, it raised the stakes in a way Cardi moments rarely do. As the dust still hasn't settled, one thing is clear: this wasn't just a viral rant. Fans believe Cardi is standing at a crossroads, weighing fame versus freedom, presence versus peace. And with no official clarification yet, the biggest question remains unanswered. Will Cardi B reset the narrative soon, or is she about to make a move that no one saw coming?